स्ट्रेन एनर्जी। अभी कुछ क्लासेस के बाद I will start the attendance also. You have to be present daily, okay? So it is just like offline class. I will also make a register. Present, absent process will be also there. Okay. Write down. What is the strain energy? It is the energy stored in the material by applied load due to strain produced or the work done on the material. Okay, so write down here. It is the energy stored in the material or your specimen due to work done by external load. Because of produced strain or induced strain. So due to strain, this energy is stored in the material, so its name is strain energy. Its name is strain energy. Clear? Now, how we can calculate this energy? How we can calculate this energy? For example, let's say this is the bar. ऐसे एक सिंपल बार है, ऐसे एक सिंपल बार है. This simple bar is there like this, okay, and in this bar and on this bar you are applying the external force P here. Let's say you are applying a external force P here, let's say like this, okay. आप ऐसे इस पर एक लोड अप्लाई कर रहे हैं, क्या हो गया इसको, लोड अप्लाई कर रहे हैं. यू आर अप्लाइंग ए लोड हेयर लाइक दिस, ओके, P लोड यू आर अप्लाइंग. So due to applied load P, there will be strain in the bar. Strain होगा. So strain will be how? It will elongated by some length like this delta L. So let's say it is elongated by some length delta L like this. Delta L like this. Initial length was, let's say, L, and initial cross section area is A, and its Young's modulus is E. Okay, so when you apply load, it will elongated by delta L amount. Now when you apply this load P, this load P will be actually gradually applied load. ये लोड कैसा होगा? This load will be actually gradually applied load. This load P is gradually applied load. Slowly you will increase the value of load. Suddenly load will not be applied, otherwise case will be different. In our assumption, I told you load will be gradually applied load. Yes or no? So gradually applied load means initially its minimum value will be 0 and finally its maximum value reach up to the value of P. Yes or no? So load is changing. So when load is changing, you will calculate the average load. Average load will be what? Maximum plus minimum by 2. Okay, so it will be 0 plus P by 2. So actually it will be P by 2. Clear? So your average load will be P by 2. Average load will be P by 2. Okay, now how much will be the work done? तो वर्क डन कैसे फाइंड करोगे? this is the, let's say, point B, this is the, let's say, point A, upon you are applying the load P. So point A will reach here, point A will reach here and become A dash. So point of application of the P is displaced by distance delta L, displaced by the distance delta L. You can write it delta L or simply small delta like this. Yes or no? So what will be the work done here? What will be the work done here? वर्क कैसे निकालते हैं? वर्क होता है फोर्स इनटू डिस्प्लेसमेंट. यस और नो? यहाँ फोर्स कौन सा होगा? एवरेज फोर्स, बिकॉज इट्स वैल्यू इज कंटिन्यूसली चेंजिंग फ्रॉम 0 टू मैक्सिमम, इनटू डिस्प्लेसमेंट डेल्टा. So it will be half into P into delta. Half into P into delta. This will be the work done by the external load P. P इतना वर्क करेगा. अब ये वर्क कहाँ गया? ये वर्क कहाँ गया? Where this work has gone? It has been stored into the bar in form of strain energy. Just like the spring. In case of spring, what you do? In case of spring, what you do? In case of spring, let's say this is the initial length of spring. Okay, this is point A and this is point B. Okay, and its spring constant is K, let's say. Same load P, if you will apply on the spring, what will happen? This point A will also move by, let's say, some amount x, like this. This point A will be moved by some amount x. Yes or no? Okay. So in the spring, the work done will be half P into x. If load is gradually applied, load will be half P into x. Okay. And strain energy in the spring is given by half kx square, equal to the work done. Okay. So here, how we can calculate this? P and delta, these are giving you the work done, and this will be equal to stored strain energy. So strain energy will be nothing but equal to the work done by the load. So it will be given like this, P into delta. Clear? Now P you can make divide by area A. Okay, and delta you can divide by initial length L, and you can multiply by 1A and L like this. Now this P by A will become what? Stress, and delta by L, this will become what? Strain, and A into L, it will become what? Volume of this, volume of this. Yes or no? It will become volume of the bar. So this will be equal to actually half into stress into strain into volume. Yes or no? Half into stress into strain into volume. Yes or no? So this will be the thing. So now strain energy is equal to work done is equal to half into P into delta and equal to half into stress into strain into volume, like this. So this is our equation. So strain energy will be given by this. Clear? अभी देखो, how we can find this value? How we can find this value? Look here. How we can find this value, work done, or how we can find the strain energy, this value half P into delta. How we can find this value? अगर हम यहाँ if we draw a graph between applied load and delta, like this. Okay. So when load will be 0, delta will be 0. When you are increasing the load, the delta will be also increasing. The delta will be also increasing. Yes or no? So when you draw a load deflection curve, This is what? Load deflection curve. Okay. P and delta is what? Load deflection curve. So here this will give you the value of P maximum equal to P, and this will give you the value of P minimum equal to 0. Okay. And here delta will be equal to like this, delta L. Okay. So this value will be given by what? You can simply see this triangle OAB. This area OAB will be equal to what? Area को check करो. This area will be equal to what? Area will be equal to half into base into height. Yes or no? Base and height. Base is equal to delta and height is equal to P. So area is giving you value half into P into delta, which is nothing but equal to strain energy. Yes or no? Or work done. So this area will be given, will give you the work done value or strain energy value. Yes or no? So area under load deflection curve. Which curve is this? Load deflection curve. Load deflection curve. So area under load deflection curve will give you the value of work done or strain energy. Second, if you draw a stress strain curve, if you draw a stress strain curve like this, so here also all loading will be within elastic limit, means Hooke's law will be valid. So for Hooke's law we know very well that this will be, stress will be proportional to strain. Yes or no? So this will be again a straight line. Yes or no? So here this will be sigma max. Sigma max will be equal to nothing but P max upon area, and this will be the value of sigma minimum. This will be 0. Okay. And here the strain will be maximum. Maximum strain will be what? Maximum delta L upon L, or you can say delta upon L. Clear? Now if you see this triangle OCD, so this triangle will give you value. What value it will give? So area of this triangle, area will be what? Half into height into base. Height is given by sigma. Okay. Sigma maximum is sigma, let's say, simple. Okay. P by A. So half into sigma into what? Maximum strain. Maximum strain is, let's say, only strain. So this will be the value. Now this value is equal to what? This value is equal to what? Look from the formula. Look from the formula. This value will be equal to what? Strain energy per unit volume. Volume will come this side. Volume will come this side in divide. Yes or no? So strain energy is given by area into volume. So area will give you strain energy per unit volume, or you can say work done per unit volume. ओहो, इधर नहीं, इधर लिखना है. Here, work done per unit volume, or you can say strain energy per unit volume. Yes or no? यहां तक बात क्लियर हुई तो जैन लिखो फटाफट. तो ये कौन सा कर्व है? दिस इज स्ट्रेस स्ट्रेन कर्व. तो स्ट्रेस स्ट्रेन कर्व के अंडर का एरिया विल गिव यू द वैल्यू ऑफ स्ट्रेन एनर्जी पर यूनिट एरिया. एंड लोड डिफ्लेक्शन कर्व के अंडर का एरिया विल गिव यू द वैल्यू ऑफ स्ट्रेन एनर्जी इटसेल्फ. क्लियर? Everyone is clear with this? Very good. Very good. Now here all loadings will be applied up to elastic limit. All loading will be applied up to elastic limit, because after elastic limit permanent deformation will start. Okay, so that is not feasible to study completely by theory. Okay, so here we go mainly up to elastic limit only, elastic limit only. Okay, here we will go up to elastic limit only, elastic limit only, like this. Clear? Okay, very good. Now sometime the strain energy is also related with the, in case of torque or torsion. Okay, so one formula you got for strain energy for direct stress, but in case of torsion strain energy will be also given by, write down here, in case of torsion strain energy will be also given by the work done into torsion, and work done into torsion will be half into torque into theta, half into torque into theta, and it will be equal to what? Half into, here stress will be shear stress and strain will be shear strain, into volume, like this. Okay, now here what is the value of strain? Strain is equal to, you can write, strain is equal to stress upon modulus of rigidity. Yes or no? Modulus of rigidity into volume. So it will be equal to half into tau square by g into volume, into volume. Same thing you can write here also. Same thing you can write here also. Same thing you can write here also. Here simply the strain can be written as sigma upon Young's modulus. So sigma into sigma, so it will be square upon Young's modulus into volume, into volume. So similar fashion you can derive formula this also, because within Hooke's limit, within Hooke's limit the stress is proportional to strain, so stress is equal to E times strain. Yes or no? Everyone clear up to this? Very good.